Used to be dead down. House like jet now. We don't play radio. Don't master flicks now.
Fucking Corvette, move! Oh my gosh, bro. How we out of here? Oh shit, you gotta be joking me, bro.
Re-engaging the suspect. We're back in pursuit.
Job finding him. Now don't let him creep away again.
Excuse me. Oh shit. What's good, y'all? It's your boy CrayG and welcome back to Need for Speed Heat. In today's video, man, I actually firstly want to give a shout out to my homie Red Miss, Daniel, and Isaiah Cray, man. They are the inspiration behind me even purchasing this Corvette Z06 to do a drift build on it. And man, I gotta tell you, I was surprised with the results, man. As you guys seen in the gameplay, this thing is a monster, a straight monster, right? So we're gonna get into what we have on it. First of all, look at the stats, bro. 9.9 power, 9.8 high speed, 10 acceleration, and 10 nitrous, man. This is actually the stock, or not stock, but the original engine that comes in the Corvette Z06. The 7-liter V8, it has 1,200 horsepower. 1,200 horsepower. This thing is crazy, man. It took me a little while to get used to the power, but once you get used to the power and you get the right drift setup for it, it's so crazy, man. So what I'm going to be doing is explaining how I have this car set up today. So before we get into this video, make sure you go ahead and drop a like and hit that sub button if you've been enjoying the content on the channel. Now let's get into it. Okay, man, so the Corvette Z06. Starting with my performance, I have Ultimate Plus, Ultimate Plus, Ultimate Plus, and Ultimate Plus. As usual, I'm rocking with a dual turbocharger because it's the best turbo in my opinion for drifting. I have my 5 3-pound tanks of Ultimate Nitrous. I got showcase suspension. And you're probably wondering why I have Pro brakes. Yesterday on stream, we figured out after some testing that if you lower the tier of your brakes, if you don't use Elite brakes, you use Pro brakes or even stock brakes, that does have an effect on the strength of your e-brake when you're drifting. So if you're using Pro brakes, it does soften up your e-brake to where you can use it to transition smoother instead of using the e-brake and losing so much speed. Now, I did test this, and using the Elite brakes, trying to hit that e-brake, your car just like snaps and locks up. But if you use Pro or stock brakes, it does have an effect on the e-brake. And like I said, I've done some testing with this and I felt a difference. I'm not sure if you will, but I did. So that's why I'm bringing it to you guys' attention. So from now on all my drift cars, I'm going to be going with Pro brakes because I want the lightest brakes possible so that I can transition a lot easier. Even if you use the regular brake, even if you don't use your e-brake, you know what I mean? Your regular brake will help you transition a lot easier because it'll be softer. It won't be so hard when you press the brake button. Now, of course, we're going with drag tires, man. Ass backwards game, like I say. And then we got an Elite clutch here. We got this 6-speed gearbox. I didn't try the 5-speed because the 6-speed was just good enough the way it is, man. The way this car holds speed and holds gears and like is able to speed you up in corners is just crazy. I did not expect this coming out of the Z06. And like I said, man, when I was first building this car, I kind of brushed it off a little bit, and when I finally just got into the build and you know, figured it out, man, this car is just crazy. It feels so good. Like, it's really up there with the RX-7 and the 350Z. It's I kind of want to put it over those cars, but I know a lot of people are going to be mad at me for that. A lot of people say that the RX-7 is the best, and I can agree to an extent, but as far as being able to hit those real long corners and hold power, man, this Corvette is what you want to go with, especially because you can also hold angle at high speeds and not spin out. This car is honestly almost a perfect drift car. I don't see any flaws really with the car. It's honestly almost a perfect drift car. I got showcase differential as well. So as you guys know, we don't have any speed cross parts. Showcase differential and showcase suspension with Pro brakes, drag tires, and you know, 6-speed gearbox. Now for my auxiliary, because this actually matters when you're drifting at night now. For my active, I use 2 repair kits, and then for my passive, I use damage reduction. It's good for having survivability at night when you're drifting, because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna deal with the police. And you know, I like drifting at night better than the daytime. The scenery is better, the tracks are kind of better. So we're all gonna do it. We're gonna drift at night, even though it's annoying and it sucks, but you wanna make sure you're prepared. So get those repair kits on there and get that damage reduction on there so that you can survive at night and you can make it back to the garage or to a gas station to be able to repair yourself if you're out of repair kits. And just a little quick tip, make sure before you use all your repair kits, you get your gas station repairs out of the way. I believe you have 3 per night, so use those 3. If it's that bad, use those 3 first before you even touch a repair kit, unless there's no gas station around and you need to use your repair kit. Make sure you hit the gas stations first and then use your repair kits. And also you'll have this damage reduction, so you won't take as much damage when you're drifting and stuff. But we all know how hard those Corvettes can fucking slam into you. Now going into my customization, there wasn't a super amount of customization to offer. I mostly kept everything stock. Like this front bumper I kept stock because, as you know, this one's hideous. I don't like it. The front bumper stock. I did kind of smoke the headlights a little bit. I didn't put a hood on here either. I added this little splitter because I just felt like the Loma splitter just added a little something extra, and it looks pretty nice in my opinion. And I also went with the Loma front fenders and Loma rear fenders, the Loma side skirt as well. So all the things that I did put on the car are Loma. And then this car doesn't have an ability to edit the rear bumper. I smoked the tail lights. I did not add a spoiler at all, even though they have like this little duck fin and stuff like that. But most people will add these kind of spoilers and stuff on their Corvette if they were drifting it. I just think that's stupid. I like the you know, the clean look. I put that license plate on there, not Rocket Bunny. I just thought that was funny, you know what I mean? So I kept the quad exhaust because this is the stock quad exhaust that actually comes on the car, and I think that looks pretty good in my opinion. And I just added this little diffuser. As you guys know, I do add this diffuser to a majority of my cars because I just like the way it looks. My rear wheels, I went with some HREs. I believe these are the P200s or something like that. You know, these are all pretty much suggestions from chat. We were going over this in the stream and, you know, trying to figure out what the best rims for this car would be, and we came up with these, man. We ended up with this look right here, which is, I think this thing just looks super aggressive and just menacing with the stretch Toyos on the rear and the front. I just think it looks pretty good, man. And I actually blacked out the top as well and went with this powder white color. So I actually think it's pretty dope. This car looks pretty nice, especially, you know, even though I didn't put a wrap on it, it still looks really nice. Going into my stance, I have it, of course, lowered all the way down. Fully negative camber on the front, a couple notches away on the rear. And that's how we do it, man. Going over to the exhaust, let's let you guys hear this 1200 horsepower, 7-liter V8 right now. I went just a little aggressive, a lower tone, and then, you know, I like to see them flames, so my shit's always on a raw overrun, and then I don't use pipe resonance because of that like metallic-y kind of echoey sound that I don't really like that at all. So this is pretty much the build, man. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and hit that sub button. Comment down below if you think the Z06 or the Corvette C7 Grand Sport is better. I have not tried the C7 Grand Sport. I've only tried the Z06, but in my opinion, this car feels amazing. I would imagine the Grand Sport doesn't feel too much different. So comment down below what you guys prefer and what you guys think about this Corvette Z06, man. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.